No stock fitting job is complete until all the extra wood has been removed. Follow along and I'll show you how we do this job. There's quite a bit of excess wood that makes the stock feel oversized. The wood is a little high around the lock plates and trigger guard, and since I previously removed the pistol grip, this part of the stock will have to be reshaped also. The first step is to set the comb line. A yardstick is clamped to the top of the rib so it extends back over the stock. The dropped comb is the distance from the top of the comb to the underside of the yardstick. I'd like this stock to have a pretty standard drop of about 1.5 inches. The same technique is used at the heel, and again, I like a standard drop at the heel of about 2.5 inches. A Nicholson No. 49 cabinet maker's rasp is used to remove the bulk of the excess wood. Once the bulk of the wood is removed with the rasp, I'll switch to a second cut file to finish it up. Now that the butt plate area is complete, I'll move to the toe line of the stock. I'm using a support that the English gun-making trade calls a horse to keep the stock steady as I shape it. Not much wood needs to be removed around the wrist, so I'll just make sure it has a smooth oval shape. A straight edge is used to make sure the line from the wrist to the toe is perfectly straight. I can lay it on the stock and easily see any high or low spots. For the sides, I strike a line from the grip to the center of the butt. Then file that line flat, again using the straight edge to check my progress. A few more flats, then I'll start on the other side. Once all of the flats are filed, I blend them together, giving the buttstock a nice rounded shape. The same technique is used for the edge of the comb, filing flats and blending them together. The head of the stock is next. The wood around the lock plates is removed with a chisel to keep everything flat and true. I leave about 20 thousandths of wood to allow for sanding and a little proud wood on the finished stock. A divider helps keep the flats around the lock plates even. A half round file is used to finish things up. The bulk of the wood around the tang is removed with a chisel and again finished with a file. A small rounded chisel is used very carefully to remove the wood around the firing pin recesses. The last step on the buttstock is to shape the area around the trigger guard. There's not much wood to remove from the forend, so I'm using a second cut file for the whole job. I want to be careful to preserve the line along the top that extends from the forend iron forward. Lastly, there's a small amount of wood around the escutcheons and the forend tip. Not too bad.